I'm the type of gamer that likes to play the game and watch the cutscenes, but not really read any files, or notes, or really look up any lore for that matter. So I had the brilliant idea to talk about the game's story from yours truly, from my point of view, because I pretty much have all the qualifications, am I right? I mean, I got the game, I beat it multiple times, and I have a YouTube channel. So here I am bringing you Man of Medan, Median, Explained. If you haven't seen my Until Dawn Poorly Explained or the Quarry one, I highly suggest that you go and watch those first, since this game is pretty much the same concept as those two. With that being said, I have my beautiful Canadian friend Shay here joining me on this playthrough.
Oh, lovely. Well, hi, everyone. I'm having a crisis.
Apparently, she lost track of a spider, so now we all have to wait a long ass time until we can start.
There's a spider on the ceiling, and I knocked it down on the floor, but now I can't find it.
How'd you knock it? Did you just throw something at it?
No, I grabbed my duster.
Why don't you grab a shoe?
I can't reach the ceiling.
Oh, short people problems, am I right? But when we do start, we start with a title card.
Man of Medan.
And then cut to what looks like a military ship, and I don't know, this looks like some dead bodies. Then we cut to the boys drinking in, I think, China? I don't know, I'm racist, dude, it looks like China.
I want to chop, chop, chop chow down, take chow down to Chinatown.
So Shay goes to the Asian lady to flirt, and I go to the fortune teller with the big hat. I ask about the son that I didn't even know I had, and he has me pick a tile. I go with bamboo since, I just asked about my son and I want this to be safe, and I don't know, bamboo sounds safe to me. He then gives me another tile that's a fish, and apparently this means death. I don't know how a bamboo stick and a fish means death, and not, like a skull or something, but I don't know, I'm not a fortune teller, so fuck if I know. Me and Shay swap positions and I do the punching dummy, and this is basically a tutorial on the QuickTime events, or cuties as I like to call them, that are in the game. And I fucking kill it, bro. Kiss my ass or have my babies, Asian lady. We get Shay and then we get back on the boat, and her fortune went like...
Mine just said that I found a flower, and then I kind of zoned out.
Wow.
I don't know what happened.
This is gonna be great teamwork.
Everything's fine.
It's gonna be great teamwork.
Fine.
Oh, okay.
Great.
We see a random box with a skull and crossbones on it, and then we cut to the boys. They literally start fighting over 50 cents, and I'm guessing their commander comes out and just punches me even though Shay started it. So I go to the doctors and she goes to the brig, rightfully so because she is a criminal. And there's a storm that somehow, some way a lightning bolt comes through and it hits a box. And I'm guessing that it's starting something, I don't really know, but it's starting to leak. I wake up, open this locker, and the doctor is dead, and we found the 50 cents, thank God. Oh, and then we also found a key. There was a dead doctor in the locker. That was a bar. Shay is acting like solitary confinement is giving her street cred. What a villain.
I'm gonna be so hardcore when I get out of here.
You are. I'm gonna have to leave with some tats.
Hell yeah.
And then I find a photo with cursive writing on it, and this is where I find out that Shay cannot actually read or write in cursive. Good thing I can read cursive.
Yeah, it's a good thing because I can't.
Oh my God. I thought Shay was old enough to learn cursive.
No.
Really? Did they not teach you cursive in school?
In like grade 2 for like a couple weeks.
How do you do a signature if you can't do anything?
Poorly.
She just does the scribbles, the doctor's signature. Youngins nowadays. We finally find Shay and then we help her escape prison. And so at this point in the game, we hear something and hide. And besides the cuties, this is another part of the game that we have to hold our breath. Shay and I basically have to press X or triangle or some other button whenever the little heartbeat gets to a certain point. But for some reason, it seems like every single time we do this, it messes up. You'll see this later on in this video. And for me, it tells me that Shay missed it, but on Shay's screen, it says that I missed it. So I'm not really too sure what's going on with this game, but I have faith in my capabilities to hit this easy ass button. I don't really have as much faith in Shay's capabilities, but it's simple enough to where she should be getting it. We fail and the dude just points his gun and then runs. So we keep on keeping on. I find a dead person by themselves and then dead people together.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
My character grabs a gun and we see a kid running. And we all know that I've been known to shoot kids in games before, so this kid better watch out. And this is where we need communication. I tell Shay that I see her character dead. She says that she isn't dead and that she's going to hide in a locker. Problem is, the kid that I'm about to shoot runs into the same locker. So we agree that I do not shoot at the locker. I open the locker and it's a kid.
Me an option to stab something.
Don't do it, it's me. Apparently this is so terrifying that we have a heart attack and then we just die, I think. We then see Benji from Pitch Perfect here showing his faith, and then I think he dies as well. And if you're wondering what happened to Shay's character, I have no idea, but I'm guessing he also had a heart attack just like our character. And that is the end of the intro, I believe. It must be because we get a new character that's kind of like the therapist in Until Dawn. So he will be talking to us in between chapters. I like to call him Pidgeotto due to his haircut, but I think his name is officially the Curator. And do you guys also remember when I said Shay has a weird older man fetish in Until Dawn? He's in a fucking...
Wait, hold up.
He looks like Pidgeotto.
No, stop, I'm simping.
Ew, this guy looks ugly.
Oh.
He just tells us that our choices are important and either we can make the right choices and be a good person.
You see, he's just hungry. Here you go, sir. A nice sandwich for you.
Or we can make all the wrong choices and completely fuck up our lives.
I'd much rather help my fellow man than some
$1.
Oh, get away from me, you bum!
So now that he's done talking and Shay can take this opportunity to lose her boner, we jump back into the game but with a new setting and new characters. We start with this character named Alex, who's Brad's brother and is dating Julia.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Julia Gulia.
Terrible name. That's the name of my first girlfriend, and you know, shout out to her, I guess. Shay is Brad, our brother.
This beautiful brother.
And we are on this boat for a diving trip, I guess, and it's Brad's first time diving. How exciting. Alex makes it sound like he's trying to impress the rich white people, and he's afraid that Brad is going to be a loser and embarrass him. Alex pulls out a ring, so, you know, I guess he's ready to make a big ass mistake. And guess who shows up now? Julia and her brother Conrad. And they are white.
A white man? No! Well, what does security do about it?
Nothing.
Typical!
So I can't tell if this is the guy from X-Men or if he's the guy from Smallville. I swear to God, they're identical looking brothers. Some pointless talking happens and then this lady, Fliss Floss Applesauce, comes up and I guess she's the captain of this boat? So Conrad, being the rich, white, privileged man that he is, instantly tries hitting on her. She ignores him, slams on the gas, and we are off. Brad apparently is seasick, so you know, thank God that he decided to come on a boat in the ocean. But anyways, he goes and he lies down. Alex tries to talk to Fliss about a new spot to dive, and Fliss is kind of on guard about exploring a new spot. Julia ignores this and says that they're ready to dive in. Fliss is still really hesitant because she wants to call it in first. But everyone else on the boat wants to dive except for fucking Shay, who doesn't say anything.
Look, we paid.
What the fuck, Shay? I gotta say shit, you pussy, dude. Way to have my back, Shay, Jesus. I go to check on Brad, but I see this painting, right? And paintings in this game are kind of like the totems in Until Dawn, or the tarot cards in The Quarry. They give us a little glimpse of the future and, you know, they hint of like death, or of danger, or of good fortune, yada yada yada. I get distracted by this picture and then I forget to check on Brad, so I go back up and I look at Fliss's credentials, and okay, this is obviously fake. 3 things stick out. First, the misspelling and terrible grammar like here, and here. 2, do you expect me to believe that Fliss's last name is Dubois? Okay, oui, Jean.
This is for you, Richard.
And third, ain't no way that she was born in 1983. She barely looks mid-20s. And you're telling me that she's older than I am? Fake ass licensed captain over here, the fuck? We check on Brad and he's alright, but then we go back to the white folk and look at this tablet thing and I act like I know what the fuck I'm looking at. Yep, that's a rock, and yep, that sure is a plane. I use the binoculars to look at a whole lot of nothing. Don't get me wrong, these clouds look nice and all, but I'm not seeing Julia in these clouds.
When you look in the clouds, do you see his face? Do you hear his name when you listen to the wind?
Yes?
I meet up with Fliss, or Dubois, and call her out for her quote-unquote credentials. She talks about how expensive it is to renew it and how our dive is going to help cover those fees. We say, but that's not playing by the rules like how you wanted to, right? And she's all like, fuck, yeah, okay, yeah, got me there. And says to just try to not do anything crazy down there. And during all of this, I bet you're all wondering, gee, what is Shay doing? Because I haven't really brought her up at all. Well, guess what? She's not doing shit. Case in point, look, she's literally just following me around. I swear to God, she's like a lost puppy. We're on a boat, so like fucking get found. But I think we switched characters, so you know, it's a good thing that Shay dives down there, because if I was diving down there, some crazy shit would happen. I'd probably pick a fight with a shark or something.
You're not my dad! That is contrary to what she said. Ahoy!
But anyways, Julia says some fancy shit about the oxygen tanks, and I'm like, wow. Rich ass white people, am I right? So Alex and Julia go diving in, and I guess Shay is down there playing as one of them and I'm playing as Fliss. And this is why I said I don't think anything crazy is going to happen down there, because Shay doesn't really do any crazy shit, right? She may do a lot of dumb shit, but she doesn't do crazy shit. So I'm up here in the boat as Fliss, and Conrad is already trying to hit on me. And I'm putting my feet in Fliss's shoes. I'm a fucking woman right now, dude. So I'm already turned off. I am dry as fuck. And is this how women feel in real life? Because I swear to God, I only put out one whole sentence, and then Conrad kind of talks about how he wants to help with her business and blah blah blah, and I'm like, bro, I see through your fucking games, alright? Get the fuck away from me. This could also be why I'm single, who knows. She goes off about how she doesn't need his money and how she's a prideful woman and how she doesn't want any handouts. I kind of felt like Conrad was just trying to help her out to fuck her, and you know, ladies, have more respect for yourselves, don't fall for these type of douchebags. To sum up the next part though, Brad is still in bed, Fliss's boat is in foreclosure, and that is actually Fliss's last name. So, you know, my apologies, dude, my bad. We check in on Alex and Julia, and I guess they're just doing great. They're doing fine, just dandy. Then we look in the distance and oh no, pirates! Coming in on the world's smallest fucking boat. Where'd you get that, Goodwill? The pirates drive way too close to our boat. Fucking idiots. Literally, you have the entire goddamn ocean, but for some reason, they drive right next to our boat. They bump our little buoy thing, and it causes some damage to their shitty little boat. They pull over to complain to us. Like, bro, you crashed into me, you dumbass. Fuck out of here. Conrad agrees with me, and he's actually pretty funny, and he goes, oh, I'm sorry, is there a problem? And he throws like $10 into the ocean. The pirate feels some type of way, so Conrad is all like, oh, okay, you drive a hard bargain, here's $3 more. And basically, he just keeps throwing money into the ocean.
All right, listen to me. I'm sorry.
All right, and I'm glad that's
The pirates leave, and Fliss yells at Conrad, and Conrad for some reason thinks that this is flirting. And then Shay tells me that Alex proposed underwater, which makes me want to vomit. And then Conrad starts the grill and damn near sets the boat on fire. And I'm not gonna lie, I have never seen a boat with a grill on it, and now I kind of want one. But first, I gotta get a boat, so you know, there's that. Shay pops up, so we catch her up on the pirates.
Oh my God, you guys, can you all just shut up for like 1 second?
We're not talking.
Holy shit.
Then we cut to the curator, and honestly, he says a lot just to say a little. Literally just tells us the personalities of the characters, nothing really that important. But he does give us more affection than my dad has ever given me.
You're doing well.
We get back to the group, we get the beers, and all gather around for some ghost stories.
And then its eyes bulge out and screams.
Once we're all done pissing ourselves, we cut to the pirates on the ship. Our ship, not their ship. I guess they waited until we were all asleep. Oh, and then there's also conveniently a storm outside, so you know, that might be why we didn't hear them approach. I missed the button prompt because I am so in the moment. I mean, look at this. They tie us all up and then put us in the master bedroom. Que fancy. Am I even being held hostage at this point? Jeez. I noticed that Brad is missing, but we decide to untape Alex, and then Alex does Julia, and then Conrad does Fliss, and then Shay does me after a little bit of teasing. The pirates take Fliss to no one's concern, really. I honestly don't really think anyone on the boat really likes Fliss, so we're not really too concerned with them taking her. Honestly, this whole pirate takeover thing doesn't really amount to much, so I'm really going to shorten this up. They pull Conrad out and punch him a few times, put him back in the room, Brad's under the bed, the group thinks that Fliss is in on it with the pirates, the curator randomly shows up in the background, we plan an escape, and Alex is packing. Was that gay of me to say? Hey, I gotta make it fair for the ladies too, all right? Conrad goes out the window and I have to do the heartbeat cutie, which once again, it says I fail, which I know is a load of horse shit. So I grab a knife and I hold one of the pirates hostage. Shay also has a hostage.
I have one hostage too.
So everything is looking pretty good right now, right? We opt to take the gun. Conrad does it in the stupidest way possible, and now they got the jump on us. Shay has no choice but to surrender.
The bitch got the drop on us. My back is against the wall. This is not a test. It's the real deal.
They lead us to the kitchen area and tell us to sit down. This guy finds a postcard with coordinates, and if he were to follow the coordinates, he would end up exactly at your mom's house.
Boom. Roasted.
He gives it to One-Eyed Ernie here and he wants to know about the gold. I'm now playing as Fliss and we basically tell one of the guys to shut the fuck up and that he's not a gangsta.
Gangsters?
He calls us sis, which is kind of odd, and then Shay as Alex accuses me as Fliss of working with the pirates. I actually don't really blame her though, shit seems kinda fishy. But I can't admit to this, you know, I gotta keep up appearances, so I deny it.
Look, I swear my man didn't cheat on you.
My girl saw him do it.
False accusation. Where's the proof?
I have it right here.
Where? AI. That's not me. That's ChatGPT right there.
Cyclops Pirate calls up Fliss, once again a little sus. Oh wait, I'm Fliss, shit. He has me ask Command how long the storm is going to last, and if I try any funny business then he's going to kill us.
Breaker 19 to Rubber Ducky. You got any Smokey the Bears in your kitchen? Over.
I am a good girl and I do as I'm told because, you know, me getting shot kind of ruins my plans for homecoming. A huge wave hits us and water enters the boat, so we elect to help everyone that's still down in the kitchen area. Julia's dumbass is all like, has anyone seen Brad? And Conrad's even dumber ass says, he's under the bunk bed. Way to tell the pirates where Brad is, you dipshits. Even though I'm not really too sure what Brad was going to do hiding under the bed unarmed. But hey, still, I'm sure he doesn't want to be dragged into this. But I guess we were all worried about him drowning. I don't know. Which, let's stop right there. Afraid of him drowning how? I mean, if this man is hiding under a bed and drowns under the bed, then I'm not gonna lie, he kind of deserves to die. I don't think Brad is dumb enough to just lay under the bed and drown. But you know, now Brad joins the party involuntarily. Steve the pirate sees a big boat and we slam into it a few times to assert dominance. And then we cut to the curator. He doesn't really say much besides sounding surprised that everyone is still alive, like have some fucking faith, homie, Jesus. And then he asks us if we want a hint. I'm thinking no, but Shay says yes, so you know, I ask for the hint.
The Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 7. The Prince of Morocco pulls a scroll from the eye of a skull and reads, "All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told."
All that glimmers is gold. Only
Anyway,
shoes.
now that you've reached a point of significant distress.
No idea what the fuck he's babbling about, but my man pulls a flask out of a book. And now I kind of want to have my own book-filled bookcase since I now know that this is an option. We cut back to the game and we decide to board the boat. But before we do, the pirates take a part of our boat so we can't leave. I don't trust that rusty ass ladder.
I don't either. But I think everything's gonna be A-okay.
Oh, there's that Canadian optimism. Nothing much really happens here. We just walk around being led by the pirates until they decide to put us in a room all by ourselves. And then I get a follow. I couldn't really dance because this cutscene was so long that it was too late to celebrate, and I honestly don't even know what the hell everyone is babbling about. Then Alex apologizes for accusing Fliss of being an accomplice. Just good old accomplice Fliss, or accomplice if you will.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Finally, we can move around until I get glitched as Julia. For real, I cannot move. You see how I'm standing here, right? I'm moving my joysticks every direction possible. And Julia here just isn't having it. I think she just gave up on life. She's like, oh great, the pirates got us, we're fucked. But thank God that a cutscene hits and we plan on escaping out of the vent. We decide to push this giant ass table against the door, and I swear to God, Brad is useless here. So Fliss helps Conrad move the table and Julia helps Alex kick in the vent. Julia, Useless, Brad, and Alex all leave. Shay's asshole mindset is like, every man for himself, and leaves Fliss. So Fliss gets caught while Conrad escapes. But honestly, we both kind of thought that Fliss would run, but you know, she didn't, so she got. The group wants to go back for Fliss, but Alex pulls a Hitler and is all like, nine. We worry about our own. Fliss who? Let me swing my lantern. Woo. And then like 2 minutes later, and then I get so salty at Shay for running off and leaving me that I actually hit her with a mockery meme.
Put your hands up. This is a mockery. Don't you mean a robbery?
Don't you mean a robbery? Don't you mean a robbery?
Oh wait, this is important.
Then I find a picture and I think it's a yellow warning frame.
It's black. Oh, you just disappeared.
Okay, I guess it's a black frame, shit. We keep going until we open this room, we see the pirates. He puts down the boat part that we need for some reason and then switches it out for a sledgehammer and walks away. Brad elects to immediately jump down to grab the part, but he has to hide because another pirate comes in. The pirate yells some shit in French, I think. I don't know what the language is.
Bon voyage, Ellie.
Then the third pirate comes in with Fliss. We find a little screw. That'd be really funny if you threw it and just hit Fliss right on the side of the head.
Distract or divert?
I don't know. Just divert? I don't fucking know.
Oh.
Oh my God, you did. Oh yeah, Brad killed. Good job. But she didn't get Brad killed. The pirates take him as a hostage now too. Woo, good job, Shay.
That was stupid. Right at him. It said distract or divert. I'm like, what's the difference?
So now I'm Fliss, Shay is Alex, meaning that I'm with AI Brad here. But there's an even deeper meaning here. I can't blame Shay for Brad or Fliss dying since she's not here. But I'll sure as shit try to gaslight her into thinking that she's the problem, don't you worry. We walk for like 10 minutes around this boat as if the pirates know where the hell we're going. As if they come to this boat and sing sea shanties every other week. We see the shadow of a body. The pirate goes up, sees the art, and then says that this place is cursed. Which I don't think you have concrete evidence there, champ. Just because something is spooky doesn't mean it's cursed. I mean, the church will never accept it. We find a body and the pirate says that his soul is probably here with us because if you die on a ship, then your soul stays on the ship. I mean, that sounds legit to me. I can't really argue that logic. Where else is the soul gonna go? You're in the ocean. Fliss tells the pirate to shut the fuck up and that he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then we keep walking around the haunted boat halls. We got a white painting this time and I think it means good fortune, but I guess we will never find out. Thanks a lot, you shithead. We hit a dead end and the pirates are like, ah, fuck bro, dead end, and then gives the wall a little tap. Yeah, that's a wall. I don't know what he was expecting. We hear something behind us and he kind of just leaves us to go and check it out. But Shay is on the phone, so you know, great comms right here. I now have no idea where she is, so if she gets shot, that's on her. And sure as shit, we hear gunfire and then we gain control of Fliss again. We find the dude's hat and flashlight, but no gun. And then we go back to the painting to see the premonition. And I'm all like, wait, that guy doesn't look very good and I thought this was a good fortune. So guess what we do now? More walking down halls. We get to a room with vehicles and I radio comm to Shay about our location. Shay reports that she's in a cafeteria and that she told her mom to shut up and hung up on her mom. Nah, I'm just kidding. She's actually super nice to her mom. She's Canadian, of course, duh. I find a knife, we leave the room and the door shuts. So now Brad and I aren't together. Me and Brad got separated because Brad decided to look at dead bodies for 20 minutes. Fair point, past Cheddar, fair point. I'm scared because what if Brad comes back and I stab him because he looks like a ghost, but it's actually Brad? Sure as shit, we see someone that looks like Brad. We follow the ghost and hands start to grab us through the floor. I get all of the cuties and then zombies.
Well, hello. Funny seeing you here. Whoa, double trouble. Okay, let's do this.
I get the cuties and escape the zombies only to look back and see Brad. So now it's decision time. Do we save Brad or save ourselves? Well, I remember that Brad was nowhere to be found around me, so it doesn't really make much sense that he was behind me the whole time without making a peep. So I decide to save myself. We hear Brad scream and, oh fuck, maybe I did kill him. But I enter a ballroom or something, can noise. I tell Shay, oh, we see zombies. Tell Brad I said hi. She says that she lost Conrad, kind of like how we lost Brad. We check out this mannequin, it moves, so I look at it again and it doesn't move the second time. I open this and ew, what the fuck is that thing? I save my coin because I ain't trying to see the horror show. No, I don't want to. And I find the devil's journal here. I look at the blood fountain and Shay says that she is Brad now, which means I did it. I chose right. Look at me.
Me.
I literally walk around just talking to Shay about her whereabouts because I don't want to be alone anymore. I remind myself,
I am a man.
So I follow the bloody footprints, turn on the power, and now the curtain is rising. We see a coffin and Shay says that Danny, the Asian pirate, found her. I find a painting and I don't know what this border is, but it shows someone fighting in the water with Julia watching. I go up to the coffin and realize that blood is all over the floor. I open the coffin because I'm a sick fuck. They gotta do better than that to scare me, man. That was honestly a pretty weak jump scare. We get outside to get some fresh air and then some weird sounds happen back inside, so we go back into a not so nice looking room. The room did a 180. We find the gold, but I also see some weird fumes everywhere I go now. The ballroom doesn't look so ballsy anymore and I once again walk around this room accomplishing nothing for a while. A cutscene hits and it sounds like Shay's having a harder trip than me.
I am hanging by a ball in the middle of a room and I just jumped off and now, oh god.
Shay says that she saw the curator and I actually do too. See, look at that, he's right there. Something collapses and we see Brad. But I mean, Shay is Brad, right? And this is where communication is important. Do we find each other?
I see a zombie.
No, that's me. It's me.
Oh, okay.
You're raising your wrench?
Hey, Brad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's me. It's me. It's me.
Okay.
Hey, what's wrong?
Because I'm standing there like, dude, what's wrong? What's going on, Brad? And you have a wrench up.
Okay. Yeah, I won't hit you then.
Yeah, don't hit me. But now we are Alex and Julia, and Shay brought up the fact that ghosts have different clothes. Before I think about that too much though, Fetty Wap here hits the bridge and makes us fall into the water. Then weird zombie guy tries giving me CPR. Julia or Shay is still in the water. The zombie can swim and goes towards Julia. We see the vision that the zombie is trying to do, so we jump in and attack the zombie. We hold his head underwater to drown him, and me and Shay celebrate the murder that we just committed. We did it.
Hell yeah.
Then what the fuck, bro? Zombie fish? Oh my god. Kick his ass back in.
Oh wait, that's not Danny.
Who the fuck is this?
That's Morgan Freeman.
Zombie Morgan Freeman grabs the knife and chases us out of the room. We get a character swap, and guess who is Fliss again? Shay is Conrad and says that she doesn't see us, that she sees something else. So her, as Conrad, starts to run. The doors are starting to shut and my goal is to find and comfort Conrad. I find a key, use it to open up a nearby safe, and a piece of paper. Now I don't really read files or anything that much, as you guys know, but this caught my eye due to it being in all caps. So this quote unquote gold that these dipshit pirates think that they're getting isn't actually gold. It's fucking chemical warfare. And guess what, everyone? We are breathing it all in. So a cutscene hits and we chase after Conrad. He runs right into us and Shay says that she sees a pinup lady. We're not seeing this shit, so we try talking to Conrad and he ignores us. He backs out of the room and oh look, there's a curator again. Hi! Conrad runs away, but Fliss over here is looking like, why is a curator here? Shay nails her cuties and I nail mine too, and the floor collapses. Conrad starts to throw furniture, but he ain't ready for this sick ass parkour.
Jump over the camera. Jump over the camera.
But Conrad closes and locks the door. And it's pretty much the same process like 17 more times. Run, chase, run, chase, run, chase. Until we get up to the tippy top of the boat. Conrad is really losing his shit, and although I can't see it, a quick Google search shows what he's actually looking at. Or I guess what Shay is actually looking at. I'm telling Shay that it's me, you schizophrenic psychopath. That way she knows not to back up or jump if she gets the option to. I flashed my light at Conrad to blind him a little bit like a flashlight, flashbang so he won't fall off. I guess that makes sense. But I guess it works because Conrad sees us for who we really are, a strong, independent woman, and he comes back home to us. We cut back to Julia and Alex. Yo soy Alex, she es Julia. We nail the cuties since we're still running from whatever it is this thing is. We continue running and then we somehow run into Conrad outside. Well, I mean, Shay does. A really important cutie happens here because if I miss this one, then Julia will shut the door and the zombie thing kills Alex. But don't you worry, I don't miss this shit, alright? I get the cutie saving Alex from death.
You know, a lot of people died in the tsunami. But don't worry, I didn't.
We get the band back together again and we hide in this little hidey hole. Then it cuts to the curator. To sum this part up, he basically says, "Ghosts, am I right? Gold, am I right?" Shay elects for another hint and he goes, "Maybe it's not ghosts, maybe it's gas." Like, yeah bro, ghosts and gold, am I right? And then he does a magic trick. We cut back to the group and Fliss calls out Brad for almost killing her. Brad is all like, "Nah, I was just chilling. I don't even know what wrench you're talking about." Julia is acting like a priest talking about evil presence and shit. And everyone's basically bonding about them collectively losing their minds. Jimmy from Smallville here says that there has to be a conspiracy going on, and I mean, he's not wrong. And it's odd because Fliss doesn't bring up the fact that she knows that the gold is actually gas. So as Julia, I call her out. And Fliss finally tells the people. I don't know why she did not bring this up from the start.
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday!
She's just watching everyone do conspiracy theories when she knows it's fucking gas. Alex thinks of the idea to go and find the radio on the other end of the ship, so I decide to block Shay's view.
I can't see anything. You're blocking my camera. Move.
Oh, you mean like this?
Stop!
We make our way to the other end of the ship when my flashlight gets possessed. We go back into another part of the ship and I admire the front and back of this logbook. Shay finds a black picture, so I look at it and it looks like one of the pirates offs himself and that's it. I'm not really sure how that affects us. It actually would be beneficial for this playthrough, but whatever. We eventually find the radio, Alex radios over and we actually get a response. But when we give them our coordinates, the person can't hear us and then the power dies. So now, like usual, we have to go and find a generator to restore the power. And then the game has some cringy cuts where everyone has to say something, kind of like in animes when there's a group of characters and everyone has to say at least one line just to remind you that they're there. They're basically deciding who's going to go jump into this hole and Brad volunteers. And then this weird interaction happens.
Hey little bro, what's up? I'm thinking you might deserve a promotion. How's medium bro sound?
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? You stepped up to the plate. Put yourself right in the line of fire.
When?
You're kind of mixing metaphors there.
Yeah, what?
Not if the picture's a machine gun.
What?
What are we talking about?
I'm confused.
What is he impressed by? He hid it underneath the bed the entire time.
Yeah, I know.
Fliss chooses to tag along, and in a moment of true heroism, they fall unheroically. Alex throws us a lighter for quite literally no reason. Brad already has a possessed flashlight. We use this random ass lighter to light this random ass lantern.
But first, let me take a selfie.
And finally, I'm Brad and Shay is Fliss at this point. About time I'm not Fliss. Shay pulls a Cheddar and grossly underguesses how many letters we've picked up so far. Like how many letters have we picked up already? Feels like 50.
At least like 2.
That's true.
How are we supposed to find him in this place? It's got like 20 rooms.
I'm sorry, what the fuck are you talking about? 20, it's got like 200, what? 20?
Well played, Shay, well played. We jump down a ladder to a location where the generator might be and Brad sees the camera shake and freaks out. Brad says that maybe the same chemicals that freaked out and killed all of the people years ago is happening to them. Holy no shit, Brad. We don't need glasses to see that. I admire the front and back of this engine room telegraph log and then we finally find the generator. We pull the lever. Good job, Shay.
Right then.
I'm an engineer.
Then cut to Alex and the voice says that there's someone on their way to our location and the radio shits out. But hey, we got the word out on someone's coming, so thank God. We find a rebreather and decide to take it just in case. We see dead Asian Danny and Steve the pirate having a little chit chat. He puts Danny on a table, then we see the cap that we need for our boat, and then the pirate hears something come out and oh god, the cutie that always has us fail. And who would have guessed we failed like always. And on my screen it says that Shay failed, but on Shay's screen it says that I failed. So once again, this game is trying to make us lose. I don't understand why the heartbeat cutie is even in the game if the game is just gonna make us lose it every time. We get away, hide again, and oh my fuck man, once again, the game makes us fail. So we run into a new room, shut the door, and lock it on him, just to turn around and see little Bow Wow here with a gun pointed at us. He's Delulu and tells us to raise our hands.
On your knees, hands in the air, heads on the ground,
Good, great.
eyes closed.
That's it. Get them up, reach
Hands
for
up.
it.
That's right.
There we go.
All right, hands in the air.
Get them up.
We do that, and then Shay tells him to relax and that we're not going to hurt him. Even though he's the one that has the gun, Shay, what the fuck? He says that it's all gone changing on him. Then he says don't breathe in the mist. Now as Brad, I have two choices. Which one do you think I choose? I go with the curious response because I don't want him thinking that I think he's cuckoo. So I play along to try to make him feel reassured that there is actually mist and that he's not crazy. He seems pretty receptive of this, and then Shay tells him that we have not breathed in the mist. For some reason, I don't know why, he ignores her and then goes back to me. I don't know why I'm the one being pressed.
Why'd I get picked up?
So now which one do you think I chose? I go with there is no mist to piggy off of what Shay said, right? She says that we didn't breathe in the mist, and I don't want to be all like, well, actually we did, because he seemed to believe Shay. Oh, I put dismissive. Fuck. I'm gonna get him shot. Yep. Knew it. Well, I mean, it's not a total loss. Brad hasn't really done anything all game besides get seasick and hide underneath a bed. Then this guy kills himself, so Brad's death was 100% pointless. The dude should have just deleted himself. Why did he kill Brad? And yes, in a rare moment, I actually got a character killed. But let the record show that it wasn't because of a cutie, it was because I'm bad with my words. We cut to Alex and he jumps into the hole to go look for Brad and Fliss. I get another heartbeat cutie as Alex without Shay here, and I got all of them, right? Well, guess what? The game still says that Shay failed, even though she literally told me that she doesn't have a heartbeat cutie. So once again, I don't know what this game has against us, but it doesn't want us to win. Julia, who's Shay, joins us, and then we walk around until we see Jack Sparrow here freak out and run away. We decide to jump the gap and chase him, and then we get a cutscene of one-eyed pirate, no joke, having a cardiac arrest and dying. Julia doesn't believe in herself and says that she can't jump the gap, so she stays put. I see the ghost of Brad, ignore it, keep walking, and man, these rats wasted no time before feasting. Bon appetit, bitch. The cap for some reason is on his chest as if these rats generously put it there. Fuck you, rat. I grab the cap and the rats start attacking me like what the fuck did I do? Apparently the guy was on an elevator because that falls, and then the rats climb up the elevator shaft to attack me like what the fuck is happening? We leave the room just to run into the rat food pirate. Shay tells us that it's her, so I don't swing. Then a rat pops out of my chest like Alien. Julia beats our ass and we are literally bent over in prime position to be probed, and for some reason being in this position just makes Alex snap out of it. Dude is too straight, like damn. We cut to Alex and Julia joining Conrad and Fliss. Shay says that the game is over, and I have a hard time believing that the game is that short. We put the cap back onto Fliss's boat and just leave. Alex starts monologuing about how Brad would talk about different realities, so that's a weird response to learning your brother just got shot. Then the boat speeds away. The game just shows Brad dead and the credits roll. That's it. That's the end. So we get next to zero closure. I don't know what happened to the people looking for us that we contacted through the radio. I don't know what happened to the chemicals on the ship. I don't know what the main cast did after getting to land. I don't even know how the rats got on the ship in the first place, to be honest. Very disappointing and abrupt end to this game. I am very glad I did not spend $60 on it. But there's an after credit credits scene. And it shows Danny the pirate waking up and oh look, a helicopter coming in. So there's one answer to one of my questions. Soldiers open up the ship and go inside, walk around, and then get jumped by Danny. Then we get a glimpse of the next game, Little Hope, and now the game is officially over. We did, however, restart from where I got Brad killed. We tried to save him this time, which we did. Little Romeo still offs himself, and then the only other difference is the end sequence. And it's just them talking about what they all saw, how it made no sense, and Conrad drinks to the near-death experience. Once again, pretty disappointing. So I have mixed feelings about this game. I feel like the game was pretty short, but when I looked it up, I guess it sold initially for about $30, which I guess is meh. It's not too bad, but when I thought it was for $60 earlier, that was because I did no research because once again, poorly explained. The cast was pretty forgettable and pretty boring, just bland, just meh. I didn't really care about any of them. I just wanted them all alive for the achievement. Since the game was so short, we didn't really have time to develop any favorites or anything. If you also notice throughout my video, there are little quick scene changes. That wasn't me. The game kind of felt half-assed and shit was moving so quickly at times that there would be weird little cuts into other scenes. I tried my best to cut those little parts out, but there was a lot, so I just thought, fuck it. I don't really know, man. This wasn't the best outing for the series. A huge fall off from Until Dawn. But as always, I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. As much as I was disappointed in this game, I really tried to make it as funny as I could. Dude, it was kind of, I still try to make it enjoyable for you guys. So be sure to watch my other poorly explained videos, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.